Good afternoon, students.
Good afternoon, sir.
Uh, I hope all of you are doing well for the examination, preparation of examination. And I think today is our to try paper of your class test, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So wish you all the best for the examination today.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
I hope all of you have prepared well and perform also going to well. So today we'll try to cover a very important topic, which is a magnetic circuit. Fine. So we will not discuss in detail today, but yes, of course, we are going to start a little bit very basic fundamental of magnetic circuit. Fine. So let me share the screen here today. I hope the screen is visible to everyone. Is screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Thank you. Anybody having any issue related to LMS account and examination? Any queries? Anyone? Okay. I hope there is no query related to LMS. Fine. As you are already appeared for the examination since last 2 days and also going to appear for the next 2 days. Fine. Okay. So today we are going to discuss about the magnetic circuit. Okay. Today whatever we discussed, that is electric circuit where there are two important parameters called active elements as well as passive elements are connected in either series or parallel through different electrical wires, conducting wires. Fine. Now in magnetic circuit, a magnetic circuit where the magnetic flux path is provided through a core material, Fine. So this core material possesses a permeability, PERMEABILITY, permeability. Fine. The permeability is a unit through which magnetic flux will pass through this core material. So this core material may be made up of iron material, or we can say ferromagnetic material, and for an example, stainless steel. So such kind of material is used for this core. Now on this core, the winding is wound, and if the current flows through this winding, then the magnetic flux sets up in the core according to the law of electromagnetic induction, Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. Okay. So here the magnetic flux is set up in the, and this magnetic flux will travel through a core. So this is a core, fine, and it complete the closed path. So here in electrical circuit, the current flows, while in magnetic circuit, the flux flows. Fine. So this is the basic difference between these two. So today we are going to discuss about, first of all, the magnetic flux. Fine. Then we are going to discuss about the magnetomotive force called MMF, magnetomotive force. Then we are going to discuss about the reluctance. Then we are going to discuss about the permeance, PERMEANCE, permeance. And then we will compare both the electrical and magnetic circuit today. Fine. Okay. So let me start with the definition called magnetic flux. Fine. So what does it mean? The magnetic flux is nothing but the amount of magnetic lines of force in the magnetic field is called magnetic flux. So when there are two different magnets with an opposite polarity, then there will be a line of flux, line of force. That is nothing but it is a magnetic field, and these lines are known as magnetic flux lines. Fine. Now these flux lines are having different characteristics. These magnetic flux lines never intersect with each other. Fine. So as the length increases, their strength is decreased, and accordingly the cross-sectional area also matters a lot. Fine. So we will discuss about all such things. Fine. And what is the unit of magnetic flux? The unit is flux, easy, always in Weber. So the unit of magnetic flux is Weber. Fine. And normally this magnetic flux is denoted by an angle phi, which is known as phi as a magnetic flux. So in this magnetic circuit, in the whole chapter, we are going to write phi for magnetic flux. Okay, so this is magnetic flux. Okay. Now, second is magnetomotive force. Obviously, there is a force in a magnetic circuit. So this is a core material. Fine, this is a core material. And in this core material, the magnetic flux which is created through this solenoid kind of an arrangement.
So
Fine,
this is same as that of electromotive force.
Yes, yes, yes. So in electrical circuit, we know that it is an electromotive force, and here it is magnetomotive force. Fine. So whenever there is a flux created through this arrangement, then this flux needs to travel throughout this core material, closed path of core material. And for that, we need certain force. So that force is nothing but it is known as magnetomotive force. So the force which sends or tries to send magnetic flux through a magnetic circuit is called MMF. Fine. You may also note down this in your notebook because sometimes this is also an important. Okay. So the force which sends or tries to send magnetic flux, or you can write in the different way also, the force which travels or try to travels the magnetic flux through a magnetic circuit is called magnetomotive force. Fine. And shortly it is written as MMF. So I always use this word MMF. Fine. And this MMF is nothing but it is the equal to the product of current and number of turns of the coil. So the amount of current flows through this. Fine. So if you increase the current, accordingly, the MMF is going to increase. If you increase the number of turns, so MMF is nothing but it is equal to the product of current and number of turns of the coil. Fine. So we can write MMF is equal to Ni, where N is the number of turns and I the amount of current flows in ampere. Fine. So this product Ni is nothing but MMF. Fine. So MMF is always having a product of number of turns and current I, and it is also written sometimes as AT, ampere turns. Ampere turns. It is also known as ampere turns, and it is abbreviated as AT. So MMF is always abbreviated in AT. Fine. And we are going to discuss about the MMF. So here, this is a definition of it. We can also write in a different way. So the work done in a moving a unit magnetic pole of 1 Weber once round the magnetic circuit is also known as magnetomotive force. Fine. So we can define this magnetomotive force definition in a different way, but the function of it is to flow the flux into the magnetic. So it exerts a force on, to travel the flux into the magnetic circuit. Fine. So magnetic circuit is also a closed path. Yeah. But here there is one difference that is we can consider as air gap. And we will discuss about this in detail today also. Fine. So I think MMF is now clear. Now let us go to the another important term that is known as reluctance. Reluctance, and it is abbreviated as S, reluctance S. Sometimes in the different book it is also abbreviated as R. Fine, but R stands for resistance. So normally we use the term S for the reluctance. So what is the reluctance? It is, if you compare with electrical circuit, then it looks like a resistance. So this is a resistance. We know resistance is the property of a material which opposes the flow of electric current. Fine, and always abbreviated in ohm. Now here reluctance is also the same. We can say it is a resistance of magnetic circuit. In short, we can consider that reluctance is the resistance of magnetic circuit. Okay, so we can define in terms also. Reluctance is the property of magnetic material to oppose the creation of magnetic flux. Fine. So magnetic flux जो create होते हैं, है ना, through solenoid arrangement. Then this kind of opposition offered by a material, nothing but known as reluctance. So reluctance is the property of magnetic material. It is a property like resistance. Resistance is also a property of material which opposes the flow of electric current. So here it opposes the creation of magnetic flux in the magnetic circuit. Fine. So we will compare electrical circuit as well as magnetic circuit, and then we will discuss in detail about all these different terms. Fine. So reluctance is what? Reluctance is the property of material. Fine. Okay. So this reluctance S depends on the length of the magnetic flux path as well as the permeability mu0 mu r into cross-sectional area A. Fine. Suppose if there is a magnetic circuit. Fine. So this is a magnetic circuit. Now we can consider this is a main length. So this is nothing but it is considered as length L. Fine. If we have a cross-sectional area like this, sorry. So this is a cross-sectional area. If it is a solid square, fine. So this is a cross-sectional area. You can consider this. Just a minute. Okay. So if you consider that this is a cross-sectional area, fine. So this cross-sectional area is denoted as A. This main length is denoted as L. Mu r is 1 for air because air is also having a relative permeability. Fine. In simple words, if I would like to define a permeability, that the meaning is it is an ability to permeate something. Fine. So in magnetic circuit, a core material having a permeability through which there is a property of material through which, or we can say a material is having an ability to flow the magnetic flux. So if you use rather than any magnetic material, ferromagnetic material, then there is no ability. Fine. Suppose if you use a wood, so from wood, magnetic flux will not enter or will not pass. And in such situation, we can consider as non-magnetic material. Fine. So non-magnetic material is not used in the magnetic circuit. Fine. So mu0 and mu r. Mu0 is the constant term. It is also known as absolute permeability, and this is the relative permeability. So relative permeability for air it is 1, and for other material it is greater than 1. Fine. So we will discuss about the property of all this permeability and all the such things in detail. Okay. So you try to understand in electrical circuit, we know that R is equal to rho L by A. Fine. Where R is the resistance, E is the cross-sectional area, and L is the length of that material which is used for electric circuit, and rho is the resistivity of material. Fine. Rho is the resistivity of the material. So similarly here, S is equal to, so is directly proportional to the length of magnetic circuit and cross-sectional area of inversely proportional to the cross-sectional area of reluctance. Fine. So reluctance is always written as 1 L upon mu0 mu r P. Fine. Okay. Now we are going to discuss about the another term, like in electrical circuit there is a resistance And we also know that conductance. So resistance offer the opposition, fine, and conductance, which is a reciprocal of resistance, fine. So conductance is denoted as G, and it is reciprocal of 1 upon R, fine. So conductance and resistance. Similarly, here a reluctance that similar to resistance in electrical circuit. Then here in magnetic circuit, one more term that is known as permeance. Permeance, fine. So permeance is analogous to conductance in electrical circuit. So resistance is analogous to reluctance, and permeance is related to conductance in electric circuit. Fine. So it is measured of these which flux can be set up in the material. Fine. So flux can be set up, and reluctance is for the opposition. Fine. So this is the difference here. So here we can write it is the reciprocal of reluctance. Reciprocal of reluctance. Fine. I hope these 4 definitions are clear to you. Reluctance, permeance, magnetomotive force, as well as magnetic flux. Fine. Okay. Now we are going to discuss about in detail about the magnetic circuit as well as electrical circuit, and we will try to compare. Fine. Okay. So what are the different things required for electrical and magnetic circuit? For electrical circuit, we know that active elements, passive elements, as well as connecting wires required to flow the current to complete the closed path of the circuit. And similarly, in magnetic circuit, we require core material, iron material, fine, and conducting material called copper material for winding, fine. So here we are going to compare these 2 electric and magnetic circuit, fine. So we know that there is a current here, there is a flux here. So in magnetic flux and magnetic circuit, the flux will flow, and in electrical circuit, the current will flow. Now, always there is one question in my mind that whether this magnetic flux path or this material from which the flux will flow, that is okay, whether the current is going to flow or not. So is there any ability to flow the current from this magnetic material? So this is the question. You please find it out. We will discuss later on in the next lecture. Fine. So my question is the flux which is flowing through this magnetic circuit. Fine. So in the same circuit, would it be possible to flow the current, or is there any possibility to flow the current from this? Okay. So we will discuss in detail about. Okay. Now here in electrical circuit, there is a conducting material called copper material or copper wire or aluminum wire is fine. So from wire, we know that the current is flowing. Fine, current is flowing. So again, the same question here also. Would it be possible to flow the flux from this? Yes or no? So you have to find it out, and then we will discuss in detail about this. Fine. So here few things which you can see here. So this is a source of EMF called electromotive force. EMF is electromotive force, and here it is MMF, magnetomotive force. And this EMF, that is a potential difference between 2 terminals. Suppose if the 100-volt potential is here and 0-volt potential is here in between these 2 terminals, then we can have a potential difference of 100 minus 0 is 100 volt. And if there is a potential difference, then and then only the electrons, current will flow from this. If the potential is maintained equal, then there won't be a electromotive force. Fine. Similarly here, in this magnetic circuit, the current will flow. The current will flow from this winding, which is made up of copper material. copper material, and the amount of current flows and the number of turns, which affects the creation of magnetic flux. Right? The amount of magnetic flux produced is based on, or it depends on, N as well as the amount of current flows through this. So magnetic circuit is made up of copper material as well as magnetic material. Fine. And the length of this, the length of the whole magnetic circuit. So this is the mean length and cross-sectional area that affects the reluctance S. Reluctance S. Fine. Similarly here, resistance R, we know that it is V by R. Right? So similarly, there is an equation of reluctance also that we will discuss, and we will compare both the things. Right? Okay. So let us compare one by one, because in examination, the comparison of magnetic circuit and electrical circuits always asked. Right? So here there are two different figures which you can draw and we can compare. So let us compare. So here in magnetic circuit, there is a flux. Right? So we can write, you can also write in your notebook. So here it is a flux, and comparison number one, here it is, we can say current. And we can write the expression of current, that is EMF, electromotive force upon resistance. Fine. And we know what is flux. So we can write flux is EMF is analogous to MMF, and resistance is analogous to reluctance. Fine. Reluctance is. Okay, so this is the first comparison. So if you want to write the equation of flux, flux is phi, MMF phi S. Fine. Here we also know that it is current I is equal to V by R. So similarly, we can write this also, or here sometimes it is written EMF also. Fine. So MMF upon reluctance is flux, and here EMF upon R is, where flux is always in Weber, and here the current I is always in ampere. So this is the first difference. Right? Okay. Suppose if you want to define the magnetic circuit, we can also write the closed path for magnetic flux. Right? The closed path for magnetic flux and here the closed path for electric current, the closed path for electric current. Fine. Are you with me, all of you? All of you? Yeah, okay, fine. So this is okay. So we have compared three different ways. Like first of all, we can compare it with flux with current. Right? Flux is always in Weber, current is always in ampere. Third is the closed path for magnetic flux, and here it is a closed path for electric. Fine. Okay. Now we can write the equation of reluctance. RELUCTANCE, reluctance S is equal to L upon mu 0 mu R A. We will discuss later on about mu 0 and mu R in detail. Fine. And similarly here, we can write for electrical circuit, it is a resistance, and resistance is equal to rho L by A, where rho is the resistivity of the material and L is the mean length of the material as well as cross-sectional area of the material. Fine. So this is reluctance and resistance. Then we can compare for a magnetic as well as electric circuit. Okay. Now similarly, we can compare permeance. Fine. So permeance, that is the reciprocal of reluctance. We can write 1 upon S also, and here we can compare conductance. Conductance is nothing but it is 1 upon resistance. Right? Conductance is abbreviated as G. Right? And we can say it is 1 upon. Okay. Now next is permeability. MEABILITY. Permeability, it is abbreviated as mu, and here it is conductivity. Or sometimes we can consider as permittivity also. Fine. So that is 1 upon sigma or 1 upon G, conductivity. Fine. Next is, here we normally use that resistivity. Right? Here we can consider the word, similar word, that is reluctivity. Reluctivity. Right? Then here flux density. Flux density is nothing but it defined as the flux, the total flux per unit area is known as flux density. And flux density is phi upon area is A. It is abbreviated as B, phi upon A. So B is the flux density here, that written with an expression phi by A. Right? So Weber per meter square is the unit. Flux is Weber, area is in always in mm meter square. Fine. So Weber per meter square or Tesla is the unit of magnetic flux density here. Magnetic flux density here. Similarly, current density. Current density, and it is abbreviated as J here. Fine. So current density is nothing, J is nothing but it is current per unit area, I by A. Fine. So current flowing per unit area is nothing but it is a current density here. Right? And you can write ampere per meter square is the unit. Okay. Now the next is magnetic field intensity. Magnetic field intensity. It is abbreviated as H. H is nothing but it is Ni. We know that what is Ni. Ni is the MMF, magnetomotive force, upon length L. Fine. And similarly, electric field intensity. That is abbreviated as E. V upon D. Fine. So this is been already studied, and we are going to discuss about this in detail while having few different laws we are going to study. Fine. So intensity is abbreviated as H in magnetic circuit. and here it is E. Fine. Next is MMF and EMF. So that is already discussed in detail, but yes, we can also compare MMF, and the equation of MMF is flux into reluctance. Fine, because we know that this is a flux and reluctance is S. Fine. Because here we can also write voltage or EMF is current into resistance. Fine, I into. Okay, so this way we can compare. Now, here in electric circuit, fine, the combined resistance in series, we know that it is R equivalent is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3 plus IN. Fine. So here we have summation of this. Similarly, in magnetic circuit also, suppose this magnetic circuit where the cross-sectional area is this, but after some time, if the cross-sectional area is increased and if the magnetic circuit is like this, that could be possible. Fine. Composite magnetic circuit, we will discuss in detail about it. So here the cross-sectional area is different. So the reluctance is also going to be different here. So for this part and for this two different parts, the reluctance is different. So here also we can write S equivalent, that is equivalent reluctance is equal to S1. So S1 is the reluctance of part 1. S2 is the reluctance of part 2. S3 is the reluctance of part 3. Maybe possible that these different parts made up of different material, having the different permeability. Fine. Even length is different, or we can say cross-sectional area is also in a different form. Fine. So here we can also write for magnetic series circuit, we can write S1 plus S2 plus S3 Sn number of different materials used. Right. And similarly, we can write here for parallel circuit, this is for series circuit, and this is for sorry, this is also for series circuit. Okay, and for parallel circuit, we may also write S equivalent or 1 upon sorry, here it is a electrical circuit, so 1 upon R equivalent, 1 upon R equivalent is equal to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 plus 1 upon 3. Similarly, we can write for parallel circuit 1 upon S equivalent is equal to 1 upon S1 plus 1 upon S2 plus fine. Okay, any doubt related to the different comparison of electric and magnetic circuit? And even any doubt? And even no doubt. That means you all know about electric and magnetic circuit and their comparison. Fine. Okay. Now let me discuss about the analysis of magnetic circuit and their various equations. Fine. So this is a very basic diagram of magnetic circuit. Fine. We also know that the magnetic lines of force form closed loop around and through the magnetic material. Fine. Sorry. And this closed path followed by magnetic flux lines is called magnetic circuit. Fine. Again, I repeat, the line of force form a closed loops around and through the magnetic circuit, magnetic material we can say. Then the closed path followed by magnet is called magnetic circuit. The closed path followed by magnetic flux is known as magnetic circuit. So this is the closed path here, and we can write this is the magnetic circuit where there is a core material and where there is a winding which is wound on the, and here it shows the cross-sectional area. So magnetic circuit is made up of material which is named as ABCD. So this is closed flux path we can say it is ABCD. Now we are going to consider this circuit, fine, ABCDA, fine, and in this case the length of mean term, that is abbreviated as L. So this is the main length, fine, and cross-sectional area is A here. This is the cross-sectional area of this. If you look at in 3D, it will be looking like this, fine. So this is a two-dimensional diagram, but if you have a three-dimensional diagram like this, fine. Okay, so this way you can have a three-dimensional magnetic circuit also, and here you can show the cross-sectional area like this also, fine. So this is a three-dimensional magnetic circuit where the cross-sectional area is also there, fine. So here we can write the different equations as I already discussed before, that we can write the flux density B is equal to phi upon A, that is a flux per unit area, flux pass through per unit area, and it is abbreviated as Weber per meter square, fine. And similarly H is equal to that could be written as B upon mu or mu 0 mu R, fine. So this is related to a BH curve of magnetic material which is used for the magnetic flux to flow. So we can write H is equal to B upon mu 0 mu R, or B is equal to mu 0 mu R H. So this is the relation is defined based on the magnetic BH curve, fine. We already studied about this BH curve, fine. We are also going to discuss about this BH curve in detail, fine. But here we can write this equation. So this is also an equation, fine. And we also define H is equal to Ni by L. So Ni is ampere turns, fine, or we can say mmf upon length, that is intensity, fine. So here with the help of this equation and this equation, and with this equation also we can write in a different way. So here we can write Ni upon L is equal to phi upon mu 0 mu R A. Isn't it? Are you with me, all of you? So with the help of these three different equations, we can write Ni upon L is phi upon mu 0 mu R A. Or we can write phi is equal to Ni upon L upon mu 0 mu R A. And we can write Ni upon S. S is the reluctance, right? So L upon mu 0 mu R is the reluctance here. So we can write Ni upon S flux, and this flux is always written with the unit Weber. Right? So this expression will set up the magnetic flux in the core. Ni, that is number of turns. It is a product of number of turns and the amount of current flows through this winding, right? So the flux depends on these two different parameters, and Ni, and again we can say it is reluctance. So flux is always proportional to the flux produced in the magnetic circuit is always proportional to the product of, or we can say it depends on the amount of current flows through this winding as well as the number of turns of this winding, and is reciprocal to the reluctance. So the flux is always reciprocal to reluctance. The meaning is if the reluctance is low, or if we can say if the reluctance is very less, then more amount of flux will pass through the magnetic material. If the reluctance is high, a small amount of flux will pass through the magnetic material, will flow to the magnetic material. Any question till now? Any question? So
No,
this
sir.
is this is very important term. Phi is equal to Ni by S, which Ni by S we will remember for the calculation purpose also. Fine. So I think today we have studied about the comparison of magnetic circuits and a little bit analysis with few important equations related to magnetic circuit. Fine. So we have different analysis equations for magnetic circuit. We have compared with electrical circuit also. Fine. So one by one, please repeat the comparison that we have compared around 11 to 12 different points. So one by one, all of you, please I request compare this different. So we will revise it now, fine, and then we will come finish our lecture today. Okay. So who will start comparison? Who will start comparison number 1? And even from the meeting? Or having a little tension? Yes. Yes.
Reluctance and resistance.
Correct. So our first comparison is reluctance and resistance. Fine. Then
Permeance and conductance.
permeance and conductance. Then
permeability,
and conductivity. Fine. Then
Flux and current.
flux and current. Very good.
Closed path for magnetic flux and closed path for electric current.
So closed path for magnetic flux, and here it is a closed path for electric current. Okay.
MMF and
MMF,
EMF.
EMF.
MMF, that is magnetomotive force, and here it is MMF, electromotive force. Correct. Then we know that the equations of MMF, that is Ni by S, or flux is Ni by S, right? And here it is current, that is voltage upon. Right. So this is also comparison here. What else? The combination of series resistors and parallel resistors. Similarly here, the series and parallel combination of magnetic circuits. Fine. So in electrical circuits, we know that in series combination, the different resistors are added and Similarly, here in magnetic circuit, the different magnetic part which are also be having. So here we can write the series magnetic circuit as well as series electric circuit, and similarly we can write for parallel magnetic circuit as well as parallel electrical circuits. And these equations are 1 R equivalent is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3, and similarly here we can write S equivalent is equal to S1 plus S2 plus S3. And for parallel circuit, R equivalent, 1 upon R equivalent is 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 plus 1 upon R3. And similarly, we can write for magnetic circuit also. So 1 upon S equivalent is equal to 1 upon S1 plus 1 upon S2 plus 1 upon S3. Fine. So this is basically a comparison of electrical and magnetic circuits. Any doubts if you have? Otherwise, we can stop this lecture here. Any doubts, any questions related to magnetic and electric circuit? Okay, students, I hope you all understood it clearly, and wish you all the best for today's examination. I think TETRAI examination is scheduled today, and you are going to appear. Fine. So all the best.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome. Okay, so those have no query may leave the meeting. Fine. The lecture is over.
Sir, how many questions will be there in the exam?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, I haven't got any WebEx link for the examination. And yesterday and day before yesterday also for the exam, I haven't got any links. So,
You are 103.
yes, sir.
So you are not receiving WebEx link. Fine.
Yes, sir, for the examinations.
Okay, you do one thing. You write one email. Fine. To me, I will forward it to the university, and they will take some actions, and they will definitely be given to you. Fine. 103.
Okay, sir.
Fine. What about 102 and 101? Are they receiving? Are they received the different links for WebEx link for your examination? Okay, fine. So kindly send me a mail.
Yes, sir, I'm just writing the mail.
Okay, fine.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, can we leave?
Yes, yes, yes. The lecture is over. You may leave, and you may start preparation for your examination. Fine, which is commencing within half an hour.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Fine. All the best.